This ends up being probably the most recognizable location, destination location in Dallas. Where is it? It's over the new bridge.
Right across from downtown Dallas, at the base of the new iconic Margaret Hunt Hill Bridge, veteran restaurant entrepreneur Phil Romano and his partners saw a big opportunity in the once blighted and mostly abandoned industrial area of West Dallas.
Someday this land is going to be worth something because it's the closest to downtown. It's land with a view. When we started this project, there's nothing here.
We've got about 100 acres right now.
The plan to kick off redevelopment and quickly activate the site would be a restaurant incubator program on the first 10 acres, with more than a dozen restaurants, dessert shops, an events center, and brewery.
It's never been done before.
It's what people love. They come over here because of that authentic and that little bit of a gritty feel.
Millennials come over here. They've never been here before. They're young. They didn't remember the way it was. The old people come back and say, wow, what a difference, you know, this is something new and something different now. This thing failed tomorrow. It served its purpose. You got people to know and understand Trinity Groves down here.
The plan for a multi-phase redevelopment effort in West Dallas that would include housing, hotel, office, and mixed use, along with restaurant and retail, started about 10 years ago.
I've been hearing through what the city was saying about what they want to do down here, the Trinity River, what they're going to do with it, and the bridges going across here. And I said, well, you know, they're looking at it, and this was probably, I thought, the only way the city could grow.
Romano and his partners started buying land along Singleton Boulevard, where bridge traffic flowed directly into.
And we had about maybe 30 acres accumulated. We got the mayor over here, Tom Leppert, and I said, Tom, this is your city, and we're buying this land over here. You know, what do you envision for it? Well, he looked at it, he got very excited. He said, wow, he says, this could be, whatever happens here could dictate what's going to happen in Dallas for the next 100 years. So by the way, our ears perked up and said, we got a stewardship here. We got to make sure the right thing happens. So we said, let's just keep buying, accumulating land. Here we had almost 80 acres at the time. You know, what are we going to do with it?
We did a little bit different. Typically, you'd see this kind of development going in, and then you'd get the amenities in here. We decided to do the restaurants first.
A restaurant incubator was not the highest and best use for the space, but would be a catalyst in the new development scheme where other master plans would take 20 years to develop.
What we got to do is come up with a short-term plan that doesn't interfere with the long-term plan. In order to be a good entrepreneur, you got to see a need and suffice the need. I come from the restaurant industry, and my industry needs new concepts. It needs new concepts because we're approaching a new market, the millennials. I call them new people. They want new things, different things. They're tired of going to the same old places, same old restaurants that they've been taken by their parents. Within this group, a lot of them can't find jobs, so going to try to give them the ability to create their own jobs. Who better to create new concepts for new people, but new people? So we did like a Shark Tank. Got all these young chefs, restaurant managers, people from the industry, and let's see if we get some young entrepreneurs and give them a chance to control their own destiny, own their own business.
The winners would get $500,000 to start their restaurant.
If we do that, we will own 50% of your concept, and we will be the general partner.
They would also be mentored through the process of starting a successful business.
I know what size restaurants have to be able to move it out, become successful and be a chain. It's 2,500 square feet, plus outside dining, patio, seat about 125 people, and do about $2 million a year. Not put more than $500,000 in a finish out. It's got to be owner-operated. It's got to be unique and different idea.
Trinity Groves now includes 14 unique restaurants adapted from the old terminal building.
What we did, we came in and we basically chopped it in half. We've got service corridors that go down through the middle that service the restaurants on each side. This is a good example. You can see where this would have been a bay door for the big semi-trucks that back up to do the deliveries.
And the surrounding warehouses now turned culinary education and events center, barbecue, and brewery. The patios are an important part of the design. They are fluid between restaurants and expand the seating of each one by 50%.
It's about 2:30, 3 o'clock on a weekday, so not a lot of activity right now, but on the weekends and the weeknights, the place is just booming with people and excitement. A lot of people moving around. They'll grab a drink at one restaurant, an appetizer at another one.
Along with creating jobs and spurring economic opportunity, The restaurants at Trinity Groves were a way to reposition the entire area so new residential and retail could happen.
Now we got the people down here. Now let's put a community down here. People want to live down here. Look at the view. We're selling apartments and offices down here with a view of the downtown. Downtown looks at us. We bought this stuff when it was just raw land. We got very, very good, very, very good price. And the land over here across the way is going for about $300 a foot. Now we're starting to go vertical. Across the street, the first one. We got a hotel, we're taking down that cement plant, another big office building we're putting over here, and then more apartments, over 1,000 apartments.
A lot of great opportunities now that the restaurants are here. It's a legacy project. We are not merchant builders. We're looking to partner with somebody that kind of shares our visions and our values and build a better asset and hold that asset.
And you know, when you think about it, we've taken a defunct, depressed area of town, revitalize it. It's like capturing land, make it productive, you know, for the city, raising the tax base, you know, creating jobs and opportunity, giving the people in the city to come down and experience something new and see what's happening, plus giving them the opportunity to help young people.
The restaurant incubator that started it all is getting national attention from developers as an excellent example of how food can not just be an amenity, but a driving force in new development.